Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hello, and welcome to another episode of My Hair, My Journey. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is KK, and this is my YouTube channel. My Hair, My Journey was created to inspire, to educate, to celebrate everything that is natural hair. So feel free to check out the other episodes right here on my channel, also titled My Hair, My Journey. You can check out the playlist and you'll be able to see more videos of this amazing series that I have been doing so far. Also, I'm looking for more people to interview. So if you're interested in being interviewed and hopping on and sharing your natural hair journey, then go ahead. You can leave your name, you can leave your handle in the comment section below, and I'll reach out to you. So I have today with me the beautiful Vinesha Lilly, and she's very excited to share her journey with you guys. So we'll do the countdown. I'll read her bio, and then I'll bring her on. So sit back, relax. Of course, if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. But on that note, my hair, my journey will start in 30 seconds. All right, guys, welcome back. So, like I mentioned earlier, Venisha's here and she's going to share her journey with us. But I'm just going to read a little bit about Venisha before I bring her on for you guys. So, Vinesha Lilly is 21 years old and she currently attends the University of Guyana, where she's pursuing her degree in biology. She plans to further her studies in medicine with dreams of becoming a surgeon. She aspires to make a change in the world through helping others, hence her dream profession. Finally, she enjoys reading novels and hanging out with friends. Also, Venetia is a YouTuber, but she's going to tell you guys a little bit more about that. I have left the link to her YouTube channel in the description bar below. So you can go ahead, click it, and subscribe. And she also has a business coming out called Fem Necessities. The link to that page is also in the description bar below. But she's going to tell you a little bit more about those businesses and those ventures when she gets on. So without further ado, please put your virtual hands together and welcome Vinesha Lilly to the KayKaySlays platform. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, tell the people what's up. So thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for coming on. Thank you very much for, being here and for being willing to share your story with me and with the people.
Oh, you're welcome. There's no problem.
Thank you. So I mentioned earlier that, you have a business coming out, Fem Necessities, and you're also a YouTuber. So can you give the people a little bit of insight into those ventures that you have?
Okay, so first of all, I started YouTube just because I had nothing to do in 2020 with this coronavirus, right? And currently, I have like story times. I have a little challenges and stuff like that on the page, but I've been slacking a little bit, but I'll be back soon enough.
Great.
My my business, Fem Necessity. Well, it's currently in the works. It's not officially launched as yet, but it aims to provide feminine products, but it also caters to males as well, right? Because some of the things that we will be providing will also help in the male category as well. So it includes waxing services, and we also plan to collaborate with like makeup artists so you can get your makeup done and all of that. So follow us on Instagram and you'll hear more about it.
Okay, so you heard it here. I don't know if you heard it here first, but you definitely heard it here. So go ahead and subscribe to her YouTube channel. And then of course, if you are on Instagram, click the links, they're all below. So you don't have to go searching fit. I helped you out. So just go follow the page and of course subscribe to her YouTube channel. We have a question coming in. what is a story times? I guess you can just explain like some of the story times. You could just give like a heading, so like what people, some of the story times you would have already shared on your platform.
Um, so some story times that I did is like the first time I got played by a boy, you know.
Oh, I will
Um,
watch that.
yeah. Yeah. It's like just parts of your life that you share
Mhm.
with the viewer.
Understandable. I'm
Like,
definitely, I subscribed, so I'm definitely. I was watching one just before we went live. I was looking at your first video, your get to know me tag. Um, we
uh,
also have some congratulations coming in on your businesses and your successes. So let's jump straight
thank
into
you.
your natural hair. And so, how long have you been natural? Have you been natural your entire life? Was there a period where you would have relaxed or
Um,
texturized? Mhm.
so I've only recently gone natural. Well, not recently. It's been a year.
Okay.
It's been a
Congrats.
year, almost 2 years next year. Thank you. Before, like, my mother relaxed my hair since I was very small, and I thought it was like, ooh, it's so nice, my hair straight. But then when
Hmm.
I got older, it was like it was better for me to go back natural.
So, how did you do that? Did you big chop? Did you have your hair grow out until you were comfortable enough wearing it out? How did you go about transitioning back to being natural?
Well, I let my hair grow out because I couldn't bring myself to do a big chop. I didn't know how it
Understandable.
looked.
I totally feel you. I allowed my hair to grow out as well because I was very scared about how I would look with a boy cut, as people would call it. So I totally
Yeah.
understand and I totally get, yeah. So what was it like for you, or what was that moment like when you were like, I'm fed up at this straightened hair. I want to go back natural. Like, how did that come about?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. So my question is how, because you said that your mom had straightened your hair and then you decided that you wanted to go back natural. So was it just like, oh, I want to go natural, or did something happen that caused you to be like, I'm ready to take this job?
It was. I want to go back natural. I
It
just
was
want.
just
But
that.
plus, my hair was
Uh-huh.
getting pitched,
Okay.
you know,
Uh-huh.
and I was just like, I had nice hair before this. I should go back natural and to just stick with my natural hair, and everything will be good. And then came the day for the snip.
Mm-hmm.
When it all came off, I wanted it back. I just wanted it back because it was so short.
Mm.
It was so short. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, why is my hair this short?
Mm. Did you
But
go through that?
I grew to
Uh-huh.
like it. Love it.
I understand. You would hear some people say like when they cut their hair, like when you're accustomed like pulling it out to a certain length and then you cut it and then you're like, like where's the rest? You go through that remorse, but I'm happy that you love your hair and appreciate it now. So one thing I have
Yes.
noticed about you
Hmm.
is that you have some color in your hair, which is something that people who are natural, some people are afraid to do because you hear all sorts of things about colors when you start to divulge into that conversation. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Like how was the experience for you? We heard some people say it was awful, they'd never do it again. We had some people say, you have to know how to care your hair once you color it. So what's that experience like for you?
Well, I was thinking about coloring my hair for the longest, right? But because of the things that people say, that's exactly why I didn't do it before I actually did.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is actually just bleach. It's not
Oh, okay.
color. Yeah. So I just decided that, you know what, I should try this thing for myself and see how it works out. And I just did the ends. It gets your ends a little dry sometimes, but you just have to pay a little bit more attention to it, and it will be all good. But I love it.
I'm happy you do, as long as you love it. So, we have a question. Do you have a hair length goal?
Do I have a goal? Not exactly, but if it does grow, you know, long and luscious, I don't mind. I don't
Totally
mind.
understandable. Totally understandable. I totally get that. So we can probably talk about some of the products. How do you keep your hair? Do you what like you maybe walk us through like a wash day routine with your natural hair?
Well, to wash my hair, I use Cream of Nature, um, argan oil, shampoo, and conditioner. And basically, I just put coconut oil inside. I put castor oil. This is after the hair is dry.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut oil, castor oil, shea butter oil, and moisturizer. Hair moisturizer. I think it's Africa's best, or Africa's pride. I think one out of the two. Can't really remember.
Okay. So we have a question. Is it costly? So well you said you only bleached your hair. So how do you keep your your ends moisturized? And you said it can dry with your hair from time to time.
Well, what I do is I just, if I put like a handful of the oils and moisturizer in my hair,
Mm-hmm.
the ends I'll just put a little bit more than what I put on my actual hair in front, and that's basically all I do.
That's totally, I get it. So you said you've been natural for years. So can you talk to us about like what has that experience been like for you? Have you received like any snark comment? Have you ever been the victim of any sort of like discrimination because you decided to wear your natural hair somewhere?
Well, I haven't been like a victim of any kind of discrimination at all, because everybody I came into contact with always saying, "Oh, you got nice hair," and I feel like they like it more than me, because sometimes it'd be like, "I don't want this hair anymore. I don't want it,"
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
Mm-hmm.
so far, it's been a great experience for me. Sometimes I want to cut it out. Sometimes I want to straighten it. It's, but you
I
just gotta
thought,
like
uh-huh.
love the natural hair more than the relaxed hair to me,
Mm-hmm.
and everything will be good. Everything will be good. I've wanted to cut this hair so many times, but then sometimes I look in the mirror and like have my little fro out. I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, girl, you look so nice with this little fro."
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta give
That's
yourself some motivation sometimes.
definitely, definitely. This is one thing I always tell people, that you have to motivate yourself and encourage yourself through this journey because well, luckily for you, you haven't, nobody has ever projected anything mean onto you because you're natural here. But some people have, and you do go through those days when you're just like, oh my God, if I have a container relaxer right now, I would just put it in my head. So I totally get it, and I love as much as I can to encourage people to, be confident, love you. If you have to stand in front of the mirror and reaffirm yourself, then you have to do what you have to do, to encourage yourself. We have a question. It says, Venetia hair looks very straight the way she has it pulled back. So do you use a lot of gel?
Actually, no, I don't use a lot of gel. The only
Okay.
thing I use is for my edges. It's
Mm.
the Gorilla gel.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And when I put that on, I just rub it straight back, and that's what I have it done like this. And also, I put
Ah,
on this scarf on my head before I keep on here to keep it down. So
ah,
it don't really stay down. You have
mm.
to like, yeah,
I totally get that.
it's
So
a lot.
before you had the, oh, sorry, are you done? I don't want to cut you off. Yeah. So you spoke
That's fine.
about being having your hair straight, and then you were like, I want to look natural, and so you did. So is there any piece of advice that you wish someone had given to you before you made that jump back to being natural?
A piece of advice which somebody could have given to me. Well, first of all, somebody could have told me that natural hair was a lot of work.
Mhm.
Like sometimes you want to get it into this nice hairstyle, and it don't work out. It don't work out at all. The only the only way I could possibly put my hair into is this slick back, like a high
Mhm.
puff. Also, I think the products.
Mhm.
Somebody could have. It would have been nice to know that the products are very expensive, and you'll need a lot of things to put in your hair to keep your natural hair nice and moisturized and all of that. But
Totally. I totally get.
I
Uh-huh.
think it was good that I had to. That, I think it was good that I found out for myself. You know.
Mhm. Okay, so we have another question. What's your hair type? And then a compliment. Your hair is lovely.
Thank you so much. I have 4C here.
4C. Shout out to all the 4C queens out there. We love you.
Yes.
So so I have another question for you, and that question is: have you ever had any scary moment with your natural hair?
Have I had?
Any scary moment doing trying a new hairstyle or doing something, or you trusted somebody with your hair and it didn't work out?
Um, I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't
thank
think
God.
so.
Understandable.
I'm
So
happy
I
for
have,
that.
yeah, please, because I've heard some stories. So thank God that so far so good. So I have one final question for you
Yeah.
before we wrap up today's interview, and that is just for you. It's more of a statement, but I'm asking if you can leave a piece of encouragement or a piece of advice for someone who is contemplating going back natural.
Um, what I would say is to love your hair, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
trust that what you want to come out of your natural hair, like how you want to be, it could be there. You just have to take care of it, and don't worry about the products.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the products, like, they can be costly, but like me, that really can't go to the store and pick up any product I want to use in my hair because I'm not a working person as yet. I just put oils in my hair, and that's oils are very good for your hair, like castor oil and olive oil, are very good for your hair. And also, if you want to go back natural, go back natural. Don't let anything stop you from going back natural. It will probably be the best decision that you make. And your hair will be fine, you will be fine, and everything will be fine.
Agreed. We have a question here for you. What about alternative hairstyles? Like, have you ever tried braids or crochets or other protective stylings in your hair?
So, yes, I have the only the only protective hairstyles I've ever done with braids. I
Hmm.
want to try out these locks sometime in the future, but I've only done braids before, nothing else.
Okay, and then we have one more question for you. How do you care for your hair at bedtime?
Um, Sometimes when I
Hmm.
remember, because most of the times I just be falling asleep and waking up the next day.
Uh,
But when I remember, I have this tube of shea butter oil. I make some big twists in my hair, and I just put the oil on the parts that I make. And then I throw on my bonnet and I go to
uh,
bed.
bonnets are always important. So, Venetia, I want to thank you once again for coming on, for sharing your hair journey with us. If you're going to look at this video as a rebroadcast and you have more questions for Venetia, still feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will reach out to her if anything and have her come answer any other questions that you guys may have. Please, of course, remember to check out Denisha's YouTube channel and subscribe. And of course, check out her business page and follow so that when things drop, you can be there to buy and you can be there to support Fem Necessity. So, subscribe to the channel. You have two assignments when this video is done. Subscribe to the channel, follow her IG page. The links are both down below in the description bar below. So check it out. Of course, if you have not as yet, then subscribe to this channel as well for weekly content. Venetia, thank you once again for everyone looking and for everyone that left a comment. Thank you very much. This has brought us to the end of another episode of My Hair, My Journey. And I'm with Venetia, and we're both saying goodbye. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Kay.
No problem. My pleasure.